Welcome to Corvette Today, the podcast that talks about everything Corvette, with your host Steve Garret, MC and DJ at one of the largest Corvette weekends in the country, Corvette Fun Fest, president of the Corvette Club of Kansas City, Missouri, and radio disc jockey at the #1 radio station in Kansas City for over 40 years. Here's Steve Garret.
Thanks for listening to Corvette Today, the podcast that talks about everything Corvette. Brought to you by Wheelcraft. Want to dress up your Corvette with bright chrome or black chrome wheels? Visit wheelcraft.com to learn about their advanced PVD chrome finishing. They can refinish your wheels or offer a wheel exchange for most models, and it comes with a 5-year warranty. Visit wheelcraft.com today or call 833-840-5334. I'm your host, Steve Garret. I appreciate you tuning in. You can listen to Corvette Today on all podcast platforms. You can also listen on your smart device. Just say Alexa or Hey Google, play the podcast called Corvette Today, and you're connected. Also visit the Corvette Today website. It's CorvetteTodayPodcast.com. And while you're there, make sure you visit the Corvette Today merchandise store. You can also sign up for Corvette Today emails, notifications, and updates at corvettetoday.ck.page. And don't forget, join the Corvette Today Facebook group. We have over 3,600 members, and I'd love to have you as a member as well. And don't forget about the YouTube channel now for Corvette Today. See all your favorite Corvette Today podcasts now on YouTube. First, I'd like to thank our flagship sponsors of Corvette Today, Aerolarri Wheels, a true forged wheel with over 20 unique design styles to choose from for your C8 and wide-body versions of the C7, C6, and C5 Corvette. It's an absurd value starting at only $19.88 for a set of 4 fully forged wheels. And now use the new promo code CT111. That's CT111 and get $100 off your purchase. Visit aerolarri.com. That's AEROLARRI.com with the new promo code CT111 for your $100 discount. Also, MidEngineCorvetteForum.com, the forum that focuses on the new mid-engine C8 Corvette. Meet a lot of fellow Corvette enthusiasts like yourself at MidEngineCorvetteForum.com. Also, a shout out to CanadianCorvetteForum.com, welcoming Corvette owners from around the world. It's always great to have my good friend Lance Miller on the show from Carlisle Events. We usually do a preview of the largest Corvette show in the world, which is Corvettes at Carlisle. Today, we're going to preview Corvettes at Carlisle and the GM Nationals. Lance, welcome back to Corvette Today.
I'm excited to be on. Thanks for having me.
You got it, buddy. It's always good to have you back. First of all, Lance, let's talk about the GM Nationals. Give us an overview of the GM Nationals. I've heard about it, but I've never been there before.
It's a great show. It's everything and anything GM. So obviously it's not just Corvette as we usually talk about. It is everything GM related. Overall, it's Pontiac. You've got plenty of Camaros out there, which are just flooded, in fact. We always love having more and more out there. And as we'll get into more, we're going to talk about the third gen, which will be super packed this year because we've got some amazing cars from that generation coming to the show. It's a big feature this year and also Nova as well.
That sounds like a fun event. How many registrants are you thinking you're going to have this year?
We typically have well over 1,000 registrants, smaller than the Corvette show, but at the same time, it's just a very fun and I don't want to say quaint show because it's much bigger than that, but a lot of fun. The vendor base is always very strong at this show. Again, if you have any GM product, typically you're going to find a vendor that has whatever you might need.
What can an attendee register to do while they're at the GM Nationals?
Basically, if you're going to register your vehicle, you're going to go sit back, have a good time. Clearly, you're going to get judged. And when I say judged, it's typically a participant ballot is what we're doing. People just go out and check out the different vehicles that are in their respective fields, and they'll judge them by how they feel, however they may feel about particular cars. For instance, if I like a pink car, I may choose pink. It all depends on the people that are judging and how they feel on that particular day. And of course, if the cars stand out, I mean, they stand out. But I think we all do that at any show.
And also, you've got autocross, an exhaust competition, and a nitro-fueled dragster thing as well, don't you?
We do. The neat part about the autocross is just seeing the cars out there and hearing them and smelling them and so forth. I mean, that's what we all truly love about the car hobby is the car itself and obviously driving it and having fun and pushing it to the limits. And that's what the autocross is all about. The exhaust competition is pretty cool too. You know, it's one of those things, it's when they're under load. So it's not just a car sitting in a static spot and just revving an engine. It's actually under load, going up a hill, And what we ask is people don't burn out the tires and smoke them up because, quite frankly, you're not going to hear the exhaust. It's all about the exhaust note. Typically what we'll do is allow the audience to judge that as well. It's always great to hear just a healthy V8 launch up that hill, or who knows, maybe it's a turbo car that just everybody loves that whistle. So it's always fun to hear and experience as well. And the Nitro Fest, that's crazy. I don't know if you've ever done that, Steve, or not. Have you?
No, I haven't.
Literally burns your eyes if you're anywhere near it. It's unbelievable. The sound of this car is so hard to explain via words because you truly need to experience it. Our buddy Bruce Larson brings his vehicles out, and I'm telling you, your whole body literally shakes to the core when he revs this thing, and it literally will burn your eyeballs out. It's that bad if you're standing close to it. So we always ask people to stand back unless they want a little experience to like move up within 20 feet. And you're still going to get that experience of burning your eyes. So it's pretty hardcore, but it's just awesome to hear these things roar. We love having him there and displaying his cars and at the same time revving them up and just giving us a taste of what it's all about.
It sounds like so much fun. I've never done that, but man, I'd love to do it. You know, you always want to do it once, but it sounds great.
It is. It's wild. And Bruce, I mean, he's done every drag strip there is to name. No joke. He gives great stories. And at the same time, it's just neat to hear his cars that he built literally right there at Carlisle.
Pretty cool. Now, tell me what the emphasis for this year's GM Nationals show is.
Sure. It's the 60th anniversary of Nova. So obviously a big, big deal for them. And we're excited to have many Novas coming out. There's going to be a ton of them, which will be fun to see. Third gen Camaro, which we talked about earlier. I got to tell you, that group is so excited about this event. Quite frankly, they told us like, hey, nobody ever focuses on us. And boy, did they ever come out of the woodwork. We're going to have some of the most amazing third gen Camaros you've ever seen. And I'm not kidding you. These are cars that have been raced for many, many years. They're all over the world and they're bringing them to Carlisle. So it's going to be an amazing display.
That's cool. And you're celebrating 40 years of the third generation display section as well, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's what this is all about, the Camaro side of it. So it's going to be a magnificent display. Like I said, it'll be a stellar one that, quite frankly, I don't know if you'll ever see again.
That's pretty cool. Now, as in all Carlisle events, you're going to have a flea market, and people can sell and buy GM cars there as well. Isn't that correct?
Absolutely. You can buy a car there, or of course you could build a car if you wanted to with all the vendors that are. You know, a lot of people take that lightly, but I seriously think you can do it. It's unbelievable what people bring out. It really is.
And Lance, I know you've got a new event that you started last year, but it's coming up again this year for the GM Nationals. Talk a little bit about that.
Sure. And it's all for a great cause. It's called Corvettes for Chip. Chip is my father. And we're doing it in combination with the GM show because what we did was have a standalone event before, and we decided why not incorporate it into this great show at GM. It really works out well. We have many Corvettes that show up to the GM show, but now even more so because of the fact we have a dedicated area for people to hang out and they can put their cars in different generations and what have you. It's just a lot of fun. We're going to have a memorial parade that goes throughout the fairgrounds to honor my father. It's just a nice little show field. I'm also going to be doing a tour of our garage as well for the people that come out. It's obviously not as crowded as Corvettes at Carlisle, but at the same time, it's quaint and a lot of fun. And it's always fun seeing everybody and obviously raising funds for a great cause.
Fantastic, buddy. All right, so you got me excited about this, Lance. How can I get registered for the GM Nationals?
Well, the GM Nationals, you can typically do it online. However, at this point, we're closed to that point because the show is quickly coming up, June 24th to the 25th. So what we do is you can register actually at the show. So it's not a problem at all. You can just bring your vehicle, register there day of, and you're good to go.
Sounds good. Well, buddy, let's take our first break. And when we come back, we'll talk about Corvettes at Carlisle next. It's Lance Miller from Carlisle Events here on Corvette Today.
The Radiator Grill Store offers protection for your C8's front radiators and side intakes. They also carry front strut tower covers to prevent rusting and pooling water, all with do-it-yourself installation. Get 10% off your total purchase with promo code CT10. See the full line of products at radiatorgrillstore.com.
Mid-American Motor Works has been the industry leader and aftermarket supplier and manufacturer of Corvette replacement parts and accessories since 1974. We have what you need for all years and generations of Corvette. Whether you need a door panel or seat cover for your C1 Corvette, or the latest shirt, jacket, hat, or lifestyle accessory to complement your new C8, you can get it at Mid-America Motorworks. So if you're restoring, repairing, replacing, or simply researching your Corvette, Mid-America Motorworks is the place to go. Visit our website at mamotorworks.com and shop Corvettes by generation or specific year. Or call us Monday through Saturday toll-free at 800-500-1500 and talk to one of our Corvette experts to help you get the right part or accessory. Pursue your passion with Mid-America Motorworks.
VetteFinders.com is the Internet's original Corvette classified ads website, with classified ads starting at just $25, and every ad runs until your Corvette is sold. If you're in the market for a Corvette, VetteFinders.com has over 500 Corvettes for sale from all around the USA and Canada, and covering all 8 generations. Visit VetteFinders.com, the Internet's destination for buying and selling Corvettes. That's VETTE Finders.com.
And now, back to Corvette Today with your host and my husband, Steve Garret.
Hey, thanks for listening to Corvette Today, the podcast that talks about everything Corvette. Brought to you by Wheelcraft. Want to dress up your Corvette with bright chrome or black chrome wheels? Visit wheelcraft.com to learn about their advanced PVD chrome finishing. They can refinish your wheels or offer a wheel exchange for most models, and it comes with a 5-year warranty. Visit wheelcraft.com today or call 833-840-5334. I'm your host, Steve Garret. With me today is Lance Miller from Carlisle Events. We're talking about the GM Nationals, and now we're going to talk about Corvettes at Carlisle, the largest Corvette show in the world. Lance, let's get the dates for Corvettes at Carlisle coming up this year.
I can do that. That's easy enough. August 25th to the 27th is this year. So that's Thursday through Saturday.
And it's the 40th anniversary of the show, isn't it? Give us a little history about Corvettes at Carlisle.
Absolutely. My dad started this event. It was the first standalone event that we've ever hosted at Carlisle. So what we had was spring and fall. Essentially, that's everything and anything. And then they decided, you know what, let's dedicate an event strictly to Corvette, and solely for the reason that my dad's passion was there. He just loved the people, loved the car, and said, you know what, let's do it. So they did it. Fortunately, they did it. Now I'm able to ride the coattails and enjoy it because I enjoy the people, the cars, and quite frankly, the event's just stellar. I love it.
Last year was my first Corvettes at Carlisle. It was fantastic. It makes you think, why haven't I done this before? And one of the cool things about that is you can register your Corvette club for the fun field, can't you?
Absolutely, you can. Typically what we do is just have you enter the information on our website at carlisleevents.com. And then Jody will be getting back to you in regards to the needs to get a tent and what have you. We have to have so many people registered at a time. So you can do that, or you can just do it solely. You know, if you have a Corvette, you're not a part of a club, we certainly encourage you to come out as well.
Now, NCCC will be back again this year for getting your Corvette judged. Talk about that, because that's different than what we talked about with GM Nationals.
Absolutely. That's a little more intense judging. When I say that, these are the guys that are actually cleaning their tires out, getting the little stones out of the tread. And when I say that, people literally are doing it on our field. It's all about how clean your particular vehicle is, or as I say, anal as the car owner is. And I'm pretty anal, but I got to tell you, there's plenty of people out there that can beat me because I've seen it. And I love that part of this event just because it's something different. You know, people always want their cars perfect. And quite frankly, these cars are. So I always encourage people to go out, check it out. And also, you know, if you have your car modified and you want to show it off, all the different personalizations that you've done, it's a great area to do that. Just show off your vehicle and have others judge it for how they feel it stands out. And it is a 7-sanction event, so it's a pretty big deal for NCCC.
Absolutely. I know that I flew out from Kansas City out to Corvettes at Carlisle, and driving through even the day before, I immediately missed my car because my car is highly modified. This year, I want to drive out. That's what my goal is for this year.
That's awesome. And that's what we encourage. You know what? Whenever I go to an event and I don't have a car, it drives me crazy. Quite frankly, that's what it's all about.
Absolutely right. Talk about some of the vendors that are going to be exhibiting this year, buddy.
Oh, I can talk about lots and lots of vendors. And we really do have just about everything under the sun. I always think of Kim's Gold Dust for one. You know, if you want jewelry for your wife or yourself, it's there. Corvette related, car related, she's got it all. She always does a fantastic job. I think of like Rogers clocks. Again, these are the clocks in the old school Corvettes, whether it's C1, C2, or C3 for that matter. He provides OEM look and works much better, obviously. The list goes on and on. You know, if you want shirts, a product, if you wanted manufacturers midway, we have exhausts that are being changed out. And as we talked about earlier, you literally can build a car at this event. If you want a frame, you'll find one at Corvettes at Carlisle. We really do. It's just a wide array. And of course, if you want a cleaning product, there's plenty of people there that will be happy to talk to you about that. I always go with McGuire's just because I love their product. They're a big sponsor of ours. And quite frankly, they've started and supported us at Carlisle since day one.
That's cool. Plus, you can also buy and sell Corvettes at the show, just like the GM Nationals, can't you?
Absolutely. If you want to buy a car, I definitely hold off. And it's always fun to negotiate with the private owner. I enjoy doing it. And quite frankly, you learn a lot about the car just from the history of talking to an owner.
And speaking of learning a lot, you've got seminars coming up again this year, don't you?
We do. I always enjoy the seminar. In fact, you can tell us about the seminars because you're one of them.
I'm going to be doing 2 seminars talking about the Corvette Today podcast. We did this last year. It turned out great. You know, Corvette Today is now 3 years old, and it's the only podcast out there on Corvettes. So we're going to have a good time. I'm looking forward to coming back this year, buddy.
It's awesome. And Paul Kerner is going to be there again this year. He's unbelievable. His technical side with the Corvette, it's just staggering. He's truly an encyclopedia. Danny Binks is going to be coming, which I'm super excited about because we're featuring the C5, C6, C7R Corvettes, any Pratt & Miller car. So I guess I should say C8 as well. Right now, I've got 6 of those locked in for Chip's Choice. So I'm really excited about that. And I love Dan Binks. He's absolutely an incredible mechanic, but he's such a good person and he gets it all. He's been there since day one with Pratt & Miller. He recently retired. I was so excited to have him out because it's his first time coming to Corvettes at Carlisle due to the fact he was always too busy to come. So now that he's retired, we just laughed this morning, in fact, for me to say this and say, oh, he's got more time. It sounds like he doesn't have more time, like everybody else that retires. He's going to be great as far as seminars and what have you.
Well, and it's great because Dan Binks was also on the Corvette Today podcast. So you can check the list of podcasts. There's 100 plus podcasts out there. You can listen to Dan Binks as a preview for Corvettes at Carlisle.
Perfect. Yeah. And like you said, I mean, you know that for a fact, Dan. He's just a phenomenal guy and gets it.
Absolutely right. Well, buddy, let's take our final break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about the Chip Miller benefit dinner for amyloidosis here on Corvette Today.
Are you ready for a better insurance policy without the Corvette tax? With agreed value protection, the value of your collector vehicle will never change. Plus, you'll save money. Get a quick quote at ncminsurance.com.
Hey, honey, are you awake?
I am now.
I can't sleep. Since turning 50, I keep dreaming of a red door and a blue door, somehow knowing there are only choices for retirement.
Okay.
Through the red door, we outlive our money. We have to rely on our kids. We're stuck on a fixed income. It's terrifying.
Yeah, that would suck.
But through the blue door, our money outlives us. We retire on our terms. Our kids stay our kids, not our caretakers. We make work optional.
Yes, that's much better. That's what I want too. But what do we do?
We call True Wealth & Company at 913-653-8783. They specialize in helping successful people make work optional. They're our fiduciary Blue Door personal wealth managers.
Hey, where are you going? It's 3 a.m.
I can't sleep. I'm going to check out True Wealth & Company online at retirewithtrue.com. That Blue Door is going to be our retirement.
913-653-8783. Visit us online at retirewithtrue.com. Investment advice offered through True Wealth & Company, LLC, a registered investment advisor in the state of Kansas. Stretch the life of your Corvette's paint with Nova Stretch, the performance protective cover. From bugs to rock chips, Nova Stretch covers protect your C5 through C8 Corvette, utilizing stretch fabric technology and an innovative fastening system for quick installation and easy removal and storage. Made in the USA for a tailored fit, the patented design and breathable mesh protects your Corvette without rubbing or chafing the paint like traditional covers. And unlike clear film or old-time car bras, Nova Stretch provides full front-end coverage including the grille, keeping radiators and heat exchangers clean and debris-free. Visit novastretch.com and use the code CORVETTETODAY15 to get 15% off your order. Protect your Corvette with Nova Stretch.
American Hydrocarbon is your one-stop shop for custom interior, exterior, and engine bay items for your C4 through C8 Corvette. We can help you create a custom look for your Corvette with carbon fiber or 10 different color patterns and styles. Whether it's a custom-made engine cover for your new C8 mid-engine Corvette or custom-made C4 interior upgrades, American Hydrocarbon can help you transform your Corvette into a best-in-class show car. And now we're proud to announce that we can produce and distribute officially licensed GM products for the C8 Corvette. That includes the front splitter, side skirts, engine appearance panels, and engine fluid caps. Plus, we now also carry the C8 Speedline side skirts along with the engine appearance package and high wing. Our products have been featured in Vet and Corvette magazines. Give us a call, 813-476-5638. Visit our updated website at AmericanHydrocarbon.com or email us at pat@AmericanHydrocarbon.com. Let us help you make your Corvette the car you've always wanted it to be. American Hydrocarbon.
We all know that wheels make the car. Wheelcraft will help you take your Corvette to new levels. Wheelcraft offers the world's best PVD chrome finish available on the market. Available in bright chrome and black chrome. Wheelcraft nails it in both appearance and durability. And it comes with a 5-year warranty against brake dust burns, pitting, peeling, and color delamination. Wheelcraft is also ISO certified. Whether you're having your wheels refinished or an exchange transaction, there is no core fee, no deposit, and you don't pay for the finished wheels until they are installed on your car. Wheelcraft insists on complete satisfaction before you pay. Hear from one of our customers.
I picked up a brochure at the National Corvette Museum and we took delivery of our new C8. I called Wheelcraft, and in 15 minutes, I ordered the new bright ice chrome wheels. Wheelcraft's follow-up and follow-through is superb. The wheels arrived on Sunday, installed on Monday, and cores were returned same day. The wheels are the highest quality I've ever seen, and they look awesome. Great prices, great customer service from initial contact to installation.
Thanks, Dennis from Nashville. In many cases, Wheelcraft offers finished wheels on exchange or will apply this new finish to your wheels. Either way, Wheelcraft treats your wheels as their own. Visit our website at wheelcraft.com or call us at 833-840-5334. Arrive in style with Wheelcraft.
You're listening to the Corvette Today podcast with Steve Garrett.
Hey, thanks for listening and viewing Corvette Today, the podcast that talks about everything Corvette. Brought to you by Wheelcraft. Want to dress up your Corvette with bright chrome or black chrome wheels? Visit wheelcraft.com to learn about their advanced PVD chrome finishing. They can refinish your wheels or offer a wheel exchange for most models, and it comes with a 5-year warranty. Visit wheelcraft.com today or call 833-840-5334. I'm your host, Steve Garrett. With me today is Lance Miller from Carlisle Events. We're talking about the GM Nationals and Corvettes at Carlisle. In this third and final segment, we're going to talk about something that is very near and dear to both of our hearts. It's the big Chip Miller benefit dinner for amyloidosis. Talk about your dad, his dream, his vision, and this benefit dinner.
Well, my dad was my best friend, mentor, and he was just a phenomenal person. Just about everybody that ever met him tells me the exact same thing, that he was just a genuinely great guy. I was fortunate to have him as a father and mentor, like I said earlier. It's nice to be able to give back, and for me to do so through such a bad thing that happened to myself and my family, having my dad pass away from amyloidosis. We thought, why not celebrate his life and bring everybody together and do it for a good cause? Let's spread the word about amyloidosis. Hence the reason we put together a dinner. We do a slide for amyloid. We do a surf contest. We do all sorts of things. But during Corvettes at Carlisle, the dinner is so much fun. It's basically a bunch of friends coming together. If you've never been, I highly recommend that you come out to this dinner because you're going to meet a lot of great people. And that's what it's all about, the camaraderie, spreading the word about this terrible disease, and also raising money for this foundation. Last year, we raised about $15,000. Very excited about that. It obviously goes to a great cause near and dear to my heart. Some items that you're able to purchase through auction are things that you're never going to be able to obtain anywhere else. Many GM products, some of the GM team brings special items out that are just one-off. They'll sign them, literally have the whole team sign them, and then we'll auction them off. Plenty of race car items, that type of stuff. So it's always fun, good time, celebrate someone's life. And like I said, just do it for a worthy cause and have a great dinner along with it.
I went last year, my first year at Corvettes at Carlisle. It was amazing the things that were up for auction. I was so encouraged to see everybody bidding. And you're right, there were a lot of one-off things signed by teams, whether it be Corvette Racing or the Corvette team itself. It was fantastic.
It is. You know, one of my favorite things that we auction off, and I'm sure you've probably done an interview with them, Spring Mountain.
Yes.
They're awesome. Just to go out, you're going to basically win a trip out there and have a great time blasting around in a C8 Corvette. What could be better?
Absolutely. Hey, when is the dinner this year, and what's the cost to get into the event?
It's August 26th, which is Friday evening during Corvettes at Carlisle. And the cost is $65 per person. That's up until July 11th, I believe it is. And then it bumps up to $75 per person. We typically do that until we fill up. And we typically do fill up. So I highly recommend that you go on CarlisleEvents.com to register early for that dinner.
And the flea market will be out in full force again this year. Isn't that right?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Isn't it always?
Yeah, that's true. It's amazing what you can buy. If you're looking for a specific thing for an early Corvette, C1, C2, C3, or C4, they'll have it. It was amazing to just kind of mosey through there and see the different stuff for sale.
Isn't it? It's funny because even in the different nooks and crannies, like you look over and you'll see an entire, it might be a 57 Corvette that somebody really enjoyed, but it's all there. It's unbelievable, the little surprises that you find throughout the field. I always enjoy walking around. I wish I had more time to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's one of those kind of things where you want to walk around and talk to the people and find out more specifically what they've got because, like you said, and I know you joke about it, but you can really almost build your own Corvette from the flea market at Corvettes at Carlisle.
One of these days, I got to stand up and just do that because it's a lot of fun. I mean, seriously, it'd be neat to just follow a video of it all and build a Corvette because I know it can be done.
Absolutely. What is the theme for this year's Corvettes at Carlisle?
Well, we got a lot of different themes. We obviously, for the 50th anniversary, we had the 72 Corvette. So we've got some great cars. We try to just get a wide variety of 72 Corvettes, and we did just that. So that'll be on display in the middle of the field. I had hit earlier in regards to the Pratt & Miller race cars. They'll be on display as well. That'll be at Chip's Choice. It's always a lot of fun. NCRS Gallery as well. Envision the best of the best in the world of cars just coming together. What we try to do is get every single generation in there. Like I said, the best of the best. These cars have all been judged up and down. They really are amazing to walk through and see underneath one particular location.
And the thing I like best about this, you get an app for attendees. This app is so darn cool.
Oh, no doubt about it. You know what's funny is I cheat all the time. I use that. Like I have people come up constantly asking because I have our shirts saying that I work there. So they're all over me all the time. Where's this? Where's that? And I used to use the old school, the event magazine, which we still have. But I got to tell you, the app is so much easier. I just look it up and boom, here it is. And then people see you using it and they're like, well, where can I get it? So I always tell them, just download it. Got it right there.
That's so cool. Now, where can someone register for Corvettes at Carlisle?
Well, that's easy. CarlisleEvents.com. CarlisleEvents.com. The other thing I didn't mention was the Callaway reunion. That's always one of my favorites as well. That's going to be a great display of cars too.
That sounds like fun. I can't wait for the event this year, and it's coming up. What are the dates again?
The 25th to the 27th.
Of August.
Correct.
Sounds good. Buddy, thanks so much for being back on Corvette Today. It was great getting with you. I look forward to the show. All the best of luck at the GM Nationals, and I'll see you at Corvettes at Carlisle.
I look forward to it. Thank you so much for your support.
Thanks for listening to Corvette Today, and please be sure to tell your family, friends, and other Corvette enthusiasts about the Corvette Today podcast. And thanks to our sponsors, Wheelcraft. Want to dress up your Corvette with bright chrome or black chrome wheels? Visit wheelcraft.com to learn about their advanced PVD chrome finishing. They can refinish your wheels or offer a wheel exchange for most models, and it comes with a 5-year warranty. Visit wheelcraft.com today or call 833-840-5334. American Hydrocarbon at AmericanHydrocarbon.com. True Wealth & Company at RetireWithTrue.com. Also, Nova Stretch Bras. Use the code Corvette Today 15 and get 15% off your total purchase at NovaStretch.com. Also, Aerolarri Wheels. Get $100 off your purchase with the new promo code CT111 at Aerolarri.com.
You've been listening to Corvette Today with Steve Garrett. If you'd like to contact Steve with any thoughts on the podcast or ideas for guests on Corvette Today, you can email him at stevegarrettdj@gmail.com. That's stevegarrettdj@gmail.com. Garrett has 2 R's and 2 T's. Or connect with Steve on social media on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram using @SteveGarrettDJ. Thanks again for listening to Corvette Today.